Hello friends, welcome back to our channel TechMirror. In today's video, we will see how we can create SharePoint site collection automatically using Power Automate. So let's directly move to our Office 365. So over here, what I will do, I have created one list called Project Site. In this list, I will add my SharePoint site title and description, and I will use this list as a trigger for my Power Automate. That means whenever I will add any item in this list, my Power Automate will trigger and it should create the site collection automatically. And over here, this is my Microsoft Power Automate. Here I am going to create my Power Automate. So let's get started. Here I will click on create and I will select automated cloud flow. And from here, let me give the flow name as create site collection, and I will append it with my channel name TechMirror. So this will become my flow name, and from here I will select my trigger when an item is created or modified, and I will select create. So this is my flow over here. Here I will try to replicate all the errors which you might face if you are creating this flow for the first time. We will try to fix those errors, and then let's see how we will create our flow. Okay, from here I have to select my site address. I will do that. My site address is POC site, then my list name. My list name is project sites. So this is done. As a next step, so the important step over here is to create the site collection automatically. I have to use an action called send an HTTP request to SharePoint. So let me select that, send an HTTP request, because using this REST API we are going to create this site collection. So this is done. Now the site address again I will use the same, my POC site. Method would be post, and now the URI and other things. Now you can get this URI which will create your site collection from Microsoft Documents. Here you can find this link in your description box of this video as well. From here, if you will scroll down, you can see the base URL for the REST command is _API/SPSiteManager. So I will use the same. This endpoint is going to create my site collection, and I will paste it over here, _API/SPSiteManagers. Now I have to paste the body over here. In the body I will add all the metadata required to create the site collection, that is the title, URL, site type, whether it is a team site or communication site, language. So all these things I'm gonna add in this body parameter, and over here I will add the headers. So my first parameter would be accept, and value would be application/json. I will copy it from this notepad. I have the value available just in the interest of the time, so I will paste it over here. I'll say accept is, let me go to this mode, and here let me paste it. So my accept header will have the value of application/json odata none. I do not want any metadata. And let me go to the next one, that is the content type. Again, application/json odata none. This would be my another one. So second is the content type. Both the headers will have the same value. First header is the accept, and another one is the content type. Let me put one comma to have the valid JSON. Now let's go back to key value node. So over here, so this is one of the shortcuts which you can use if you have the headers ready-made with you. Now I'll go to this body parameter. In the body parameter, what I will do, I'm gonna create one JSON object, say request object. In that I will add all the properties. So that is ready with me. Over here, what I will do, I will copy it from here, and then I'm gonna paste it here, and then I will explain you each and every property. So this is my body object, but what I will do, let me remove the values that I'm gonna add. and all these things I will leave as it is. So over here what you can see, even if I copy this complete object in a notepad, and I can explain you over here, and you can find this complete object in the description box below. You can directly use it if you are replicating this hands-on. So over here you can see this is the JSON object request. Inside this I have first property called URL of the site we need, then we need title, description we need, Lcid is the language, value will remain 1033, then web template, whether you are creating a team site or a communication site, and the owner of that particular site. So these mandatory data you need. Also you can get some understanding of all these things from this particular link, create modern sites. This is also in the description box below. You can see communication site, this is the value. If you are creating a team site, non-group associated team site, this is the particular value. And over here also this is the request object present over here. You can make use of it from here as well, or from the description box below. So let's go and add the value over here. So what I will do in the request URI, that is in the URL, I will get it from my SharePoint site, or I will get it from my SharePoint list title. So title will work as the URL over here. So let me just dynamically add title. Then for the title also value will remain the same. Description, again I will add in my SharePoint list, that is project site. I will add the description. LCID, as I said, it is 1033. Okay, and owner and web template is because I am creating a team site. If you want to create a communication site, you can use this template. Site publishing has 0. So this is done over here. Now I'll try to save this flow and see if there is any error. No, so there are no errors so far. So let's go ahead and try to run this flow, whether this is going to create any new site. So what I'll do over here, I will say first I will create one test demo test site, and just for my knowledge I will mark it as to be deleted, so I can delete it later on. Fine. And I will say demo site. This is done. Now this should trigger my Power Automate flow which I have created over here. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to my flows, create site collection, and over here let's see. So this will take a few minutes before it get triggers. So over here this flow ran successfully and we can see status is succeeded. So let's see if it has created any new site collection. I'll click on this instance, just see what are the values we will see. Okay, so both these steps got executed successfully. Over here we can come and see. Let's see what is the value over here. So what I will do, let me go and try to add access this demo site. URL should be demo site test to be deleted. Let me try to access it from here, and instead of this POC I'll use this one. Okay, so it does not exist. So I'll go back and see what is the error. So one of the errors which I could notice over here is with respect to this URI, because if I go to this Microsoft site over here, I could see they have mentioned the URL as _API/SPSiteManager/create. So we have missed this create. So what I will do, I will copy this URL from here. I'll go back to my flow, and here, yes, and here I will paste this. Now I will save and I will try to trigger my flow again, and let's see what will happen. Flow is saving, got saved successfully. I will edit and I'll say demo test to be deleted. Let's say demo test, and I will just save. I'll say demo test 1 to be deleted. Save. Let's see what will happen. This will trigger my flow. I'll go to my flows. This is my flow, create site collection. and now my flow will get triggered. So my flow got triggered, it is in running status and it got failed. So let's go back and see what is the error. I will expand and now I've got a different error. This operation is not supported for our relative URI. Okay, we will try to fix this one. Now we will try to fix this error. Let's see what is the root cause for this error. So we could see this error description that it is saying that it is not supported for a relative URL, and over here our URL is the relative one. So let's try and give the absolute URL. So what I will do, I will edit my flow and I will get rid of this title. What I will do, let me copy my this tenant path, okay, till here sites. I will paste it over here under this URI, and after that what I will do, I will append, and now I will say site URL title. And wait, what I'll do, I'll get rid of this concatenation. This will work as it is. So what I have done just copy this and static path of my site, because this the domain name of my tenant will remain the same, site / then site title, and this will become the complete URL. And now we should get rid of our error. I will save this flow, and now what I will do, again, first of all what I'll do, let me try and edit the same site. Okay, now save. I've edited this list entry over here. This will trigger my flow. Again, I will go back to my flows. So my flow ran successfully, but again it got failed. I think there is some formatting issue with my site URL. See, not well formatted. Let's see what is the error. Okay, so we have to put this site title inside this code. Let me edit my flow again very quickly. I will get rid of this title and I will add this inside these codes. After sites, my site title should come. So this is the site title. So now I think this should work. I'll save, and let's make use of this test flow. Like automatically I will test it with the recently used trigger, same one. I will test it. This will run immediately and flow ran successfully. Let's see what is the outcome. And over here you could see this in the response. What we have got the site ID, site status is 2. That means our site got created successfully, and this is the site URL. So if I go ahead and select this URL, try to access it, I'm able to access this newly created site which I have created using my flow. If I go to the SharePoint Admin Center, I will refresh this active sites, and I'll just sort this view with the latest with respect to the date created, new to older, and see, this is the site which got created. Okay, so now this is how we can create this flow. I'll just quickly have a quick recap. So at the top I have this trigger when an item is created or modified. So we in the list we are adding a site title and site description. If you want, you can make it more dynamic. You can add all the parameters in your list, and whenever you will add any entry in your list, this flow will trigger and it will create the site. Okay, so what we will do, we will just test one more time. So I'll create a new entry. I'll say final demo to be deleted. I'll say test and save. Now meanwhile our flow will get triggered. There is one important catch over here. What if in my site title I've added some special characters, for example @ or spaces? Those are not supported in my URL. So I have to get rid of all these special characters. So I will add that function, or I will add that piece of code over here at the top. So what I will do, I will add one action. I'll say initialize variable, and here I will create one variable. That variable name would be site URL. Type I will keep at string, and value what I will do, because I have to replace all these special characters, so over here I will use the replace function. So I will make use of the expression. So here let me do one thing. I'll say replace this function, and what I will be replacing, I'll make use of this title which I will get from my list. So when an item is created or modified, from here I will get the title. This is my title. So when the moment I select this title, automatically this will get replaced with this dynamic expression. And over here I'm saying replace this, or replace from this expression what we have to replace. So what now, just to make you understand, I will open the notepad. I will copy this expression over here. Now I'll get rid of it from here. First I will type this replace. First let's see what is the definition for replace over here. So what I will do, I will type replace, put one bracket, and this will give me the definition. Required the string that is searched for parameter 2. So in the text I will pass my site title, that is the original string in which we have to replace. So I will add site title over here, the old text which I want to replace. So for me, all these special characters like and, space, percentage, all these special character I will and ampersand. So I will get rid of all of them. Then third is the new text which I want to replace with the old one. So this is the definition. Let's go and create this function in the notepad. So this is my original string. So now let's structure this replace expression. This is my original expression. This is my original string, that is my site title. What I will do, I will search for all the characters with space and replace them with no space. Now this will give me the new string. Now in this new string, what I have to do, again I have to replace all the @ character, because @ is also a special character, and replace it with no space. I will close this one, and similarly on the same basis I can replace whatever I want to replace from my site title. So let's say for this particular video I have replaced @ spaces. Let's go with the percentage. I do not want any percentage in the site title. If there is any percentage, I will get rid of it, and I think that should be okay for at least for this particular video. So we have taken care of the spaces, @ percentage, any other character. No, okay, fine, this should be enough. I will copy this now, and I will go to my flow, and I will paste it over here. Okay, so this is fine. If you click on it, it will take you this expression. I hope you should understand this expression. This is there is nothing complex. Just use the replace function, pass your site title, and pass the old string, pass the new string, and just then that will become that particular replace function will become your new string, like the new site title. So just put another replace function on top of that. So this is done. I will save my flow just to see if there should be no errors. And now I will use this particular site title in my send an HTTP request to SharePoint. But before that, just to see, in case we face any errors, just to see what this is, what this initialize variable or replace function will return, I will use this compose action. Now inside, I will go over here, I will get rid of this title, and I will pass site URL, not over here. Fine, this should be done. Save. Now one more thing. Now before we start working with this replace function, we triggered the site. Let's see now if this is ready for us. Final demo to be deleted. What I will do, just I'll go to my admin center. I will see over here. See, final demo to be deleted. It's ready. If I just select it, created by today's time, 18, created by my name, today's date. You could see time is different because this is a different time zone in my tenant, in my Office 365 tenant. So that's perfectly fine. Now what I will do, I will add new entry over here, and I will say we want to create a site for annual appraisal, and over here I'm adding one space, and I'm saying for @2022-23 for this fiscal year. And I can do one more thing. I will add one percentage sign just to test whether this is working for us. Everything is fine. Now I will save this flow. No description is there. That should not be any issue, but we will see. That will also, kind of a test whether description is a mandatory one. If it gets filled, I'll come back and add the description over here. Before that, I will go to my flow and we'll see its trigger. We will wait for the trigger. We will wait for the Power Automate to run. Okay, our flow is running now. Let's go and see. We should not face any error. So our flow ran successfully. The best litmus test to see whether our site is created, just go to the last section and see the status. Status should be 2. If site status is 2, that means your site got created successfully. If your site status is 1, that means it is in progress. If it is 3, then there is some fatal error. You have to fix that. Let's go and see the compose. It got input annual appraisal 2022-23. So it got rid of all the special characters, you could see, because if I just edit it in my input variable, I have added my replace function. So my replace function is working absolutely fine. And also description is also not mandatory. So if you do not want, we can get rid of it, this property also. So guys, in this we have checked all the possibilities. If you want to make it dynamic, just make use of SharePoint list, make use of replace function to get rid of all the special characters. All these are few mandatory properties. In this JSON body, few are mandatory properties like WebTemplate, owner, URL. URL has to be absolute. So just remember this, we faced one error related to that, and just make sure that you type the correct URI, correct REST endpoint. So we made 2 errors in today's video. One is related to this URI, we missed this create. Then we were using the relative URL, and another one was, the third one was the formatting one. This I mistakenly passed this site URL outside the single quotes. So I hope you will find this video useful and you will try it at your end. Just before closing this video, what I will do, let me just try to access this new site which we have used, annual appraisal. Again, I will go to the admin center. I will refresh over here. Site got created. If I click on it, I can access this site. This is the title with all the special characters, and in the URL you could see our replace function has removed all the special characters. So guys, that's it for today's video. If you like this video, please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel to get notification for our upcoming videos. If you have any doubts, you can reach out to me through our official email ID or through YouTube comments. You can also follow me on Twitter to get all the updates from the Office 365 world. Till our next video, much love.